Welcome back and thank you for keeping it Legends Edition. The year 2024 witnessed the widespread displacement of families, destruction of infrastructure, disruption of education and even loss of lives, largely due to the heavy rainfall witnessed in the country. Impacts of climate change were also felt by a majority of Kenyans, with many complaining of unusually high temperatures early into the year. Here is the wrap.
The year started with unusually high temperatures that so many Kenyans complaining about it.
Na hii weather ya Nairobi venye iko saizi imechange totally, sika kitambo.
It is very hot. Yeah, and the only way to mitigate it is wearing lighter clothes.
With the high temperature cooling off, climate experts say it paved way for the March, April, May rainfall that caused a lot of havoc in most regions in the country. In Nakuru County, the flash floods resulted in a landslide in Mai Mahiu, killing over 60 people and rendering several families homeless, while in Nairobi, several houses were submerged, especially in the informal settlements, leading to loss of lives and properties.
We anticipate that this intensity will keep growing to the year 2030, to the year 2040, to the year 2050, because we project into the future that we will still continue having the increase in temperature.
Before the October to December rains, several counties experienced below average rainfall, which had a negative impact on food security and livelihoods of the people.
Kenya is a country where about 80% of the country is arid or semi-arid, meaning the rainfall is low, like 500 millimeters or even below. And that arid and semi-arid part of the country is the majority.
As this was unveiling, climate activists were keen on sensitizing Kenyans on the emerging indoor and outdoor air pollution trend that is not only exacerbating global warming but also increasing health complications.
We are looking at black carbon and PM 2.5, particulate matter that you can breathe and they can go to your lungs without any filter, and they can go straight from the lungs to the bloodstream.
This culminated to the yearly UNFCCC Conference of Parties, the COP29, that was held in Azerbaijan, and Biodiversity Conference held in Colombia, with the developing countries demanding for loss and damage compensation from the developed countries who are the highest polluters.
So far, it has not been operationalized. So we want to see that from this conference, it must be operationalized, because since then, we have had a lot of destructions. Storms, hurricanes have hit everywhere.
At the same time, plastic pollution negotiations took place in Busan, South Korea, with member states, Kenya being one of them, demanding for huge players of plastic manufacturers from the developed countries to regulate plastic production as well as harmful chemicals used to produce these plastics.
Our economy depends on wildlife, depends on agriculture, and this plastics crisis is literally affecting these major economies. And so if we don't cut down plastics production by now, then definitely we're going to have a detrimental future for our kids and everyone else who will be in that generation.
While this was happening back home, the new Nairobi River Commission that was put in place in February this year was tasked to clean up River Nairobi and its tributaries to be plastic and pollutant-free within 24 months. A move that has had a spiral effect, with the Nairobi County government taking up the initiative of ensuring private developers who have put up buildings on riparian lands are held accountable.
Hapa ni parklands. Mtu ameamua tu kujenga juu ya mto, akadivert mto kwa wale ambao majirani zake ambao anajua hakuna kitu watamfanyia. Angalia vile maji imejaa kwa nyumba zao. Ameamua tu amedivert mto. Yeye amejenga nyumba yake kubwa vizuri, anajua maji itaingia, but neighbors are suffering. So as a government we are here to take action. Aweze kusonga 30 meters away.
At the same time, the government was put to task to explain the clearing of parts of Karura and Gong Forest amid allegations that the said sections had been surrendered to private developers.
The Kenya Forest Service now have started implementing the participatory forest management plan, where every year we remove the plantations trees, 5 hectares every year.
Opicho Chemtai, 2024 in review.